I have dated somebody that I'm like, you know what? I think this is exactly what I've been looking for. He don't play no sports. He don't play no video games. This man go to work. He goes and sees his mom every so often. Outside of that, I am the priority.
Jeez.
But it's almost, and this is where
Every new syllable could set off a stuttering spasm.
The negative part.
and I'm gonna not be a good representation of women right now, but and I'm like, oh, like you also need to have something to do. Like I can't be your main focus.
God. That's a real clip. That's not AI, Mims.
Shout out to my girl Slim.
It's crazy.
It's crazy edited, but yeah.
No, there's no edit. Nothing that you said was perverse in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Right? We only added the stutter guy and the explosions. Right? Pause.
Yeah. So what do you actually want from me?
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember what the context of the conversation was, honestly.
You still got the man?
You know, we're still
okay. Then what you want from him? He still there.
Right. Yeah. I'm not complaining. We're
See,
good.
I tell you right now, I'm gonna have to diagnose Slim. One of my doctor's degrees. It looked like Slim suffered from Pam's disease. Please acknowledge me syndrome. I think she might say a lot of stuff that she probably really don't mean. I went to school with girls like Slim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She go ahead, August.
I just sound like she meant all that shit. That's exactly what happens. Like it's like you get what you want, and then you realize you don't want it. So it's just kind of like ain't no making them happy. I don't know. It's a clear example. That's all I'm trying to say. She did exactly what she was supposed to do and talk. She talked the right talk because that's exactly how it be.
Alan, did you hear
it? Yeah, I heard it.
She did that.
If I could ask you a question, Slim, like what was the context of the conversation like leading up to that response?
So the context was me coming off of something that was the completely opposite, the extreme opposite, to where I had no experience of being the front and center or a priority in a relationship, right? So there was conversation about a previous relationship where extracurricular activities was the priority, relationship and family came second to that. And then it's talking about my new experience to where it's the complete opposite, and that there should be a happy medium there. So it was showing the extremities between one relationship to the other, and so it only showed one part of that. So there should be a happy medium, right? Like you don't necessarily want somebody that ignores you completely, but you also don't want somebody that just makes you their entire life. You should still be able to have you need to have your own focus, right? But within reason. Within reason. And that's not crazy, right? I don't want somebody that I'm the only focus. You should have some business.
You just windmilling right now.
I remember that day.
It's the same thing. There should be happy medium. That's not crazy to say.
You answered his question. He got to go ahead, Alan. She just.
I just want to clarify.
Hold on, Tiff. They in a.
No, she can go ahead. I'm still thinking.
Yo, Alan, this is the thing. You don't need to overthink that dumb shit. You heard it.
But he asked where that came from. Right. And so you didn't play the previous part. We were talking about the relationship prior to that and how I got to the new relationship and how I felt like there should be a medium. There should be a medium.
Okay.
But can you follow through? You are the same person that drove on the football field though, too, right?
Yes.
I'm the same person that what?
Drove on the football field.
Again, context matters. But yes.
She drove on a
Context matters, but yes.
I remember that episode. I remember it. That one stands out to me.
Hamp remembers the game, and Hamp agrees with that my actions were just fine.
How you said that?
Wait, Hamp
You-
right here.
Hamp, you agree?
said that.
Hamp, you agree?
Camp agreed.
Now this is the game they play, Mims. There is no context needed to understand a car doesn't belong on the football field. You see what I'm
No.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing we missing.
But I want to go.
There's
Can we
tons
go back?
missing.
Go ahead. Talk your shit.
Can we go back for a second? So the relationship before that was the other extreme. If you don't mind me asking, who left who? And that one that you experienced at the opposite extreme. How did it end?
I left the person, kind of.
Because you didn't get enough time.
No, there's more to it than just that. But yeah,
So
there's a
both of them
multitude of things.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Both of them were because of time.
Both of who? What do you? I don't know what your question is.
You said it's two different relationships. So one relationship didn't work out. Was that because of time? And then the second
I'm
one.
still in a relationship, so I'm not sure what's happening.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah. So no. So what he was asking is, how did my marriage end?
I didn't know it was a marriage. Okay.
Oh,
So I did. Yeah. So this is my thing though. I find it hard to believe if he had absolutely nothing going on, you wouldn't want him, in my opinion. But so what I heard you say is he go to work, he visit his mom, he ain't got too much where you could be a priority, right? But most of the times that becomes an issue when he start getting clingy because you're going to become that number one. And 9 times out of 10, the opposite that you said you just left, where you experienced the extreme, when you're on the other end of that, it doesn't work out any better. Was my thought.
Oh yeah, I didn't say it didn't work. What I said is that men should have a happy medium. Yeah, men
And
should
you
have
should
a happy
what?
medium. Like there shouldn't be. Men shouldn't have a priority. Like make their family not a priority. But you also you shouldn't make your wife your world either.
Oh,
Right?
okay. I agree.
There should be a happy medium. You should have hobbies. I'm not saying that the world revolves around me. Men should have hobbies, but you have to have balance regardless of what you do. So family, you need to have family, but you also need to have a life of your own, both men and women. And that's all I'm saying. So when you're talking about extremes, one person that chooses the outside world as their priority, or a man that chooses just the woman as the priority, neither one of those things are healthy. There should be a happy medium.
But it
Right?
sounds like you.
That's fair.
But it sounds like you're trying to build a nigga. That's what it sounds like.
I'm absolutely not. I'm 42 years old. I don't got time for it.
No, I'm just saying, like, like a man has to have the human experience. You know what I mean? Like, so if he's into something, and that's just something that he's into, I don't think that anybody should get in the way of that. Or if you got a man that's prioritizing you, which is something that you asked for, then you should, to me, should be grateful for that and not try and really move the needle as perfectly to wherever you want it to be at for that man, because that's not realistic. You know what I mean? Like, some niggas is gonna be over anxious about whatever they hobby is.
No, I get what she's
no,
saying.
that's fine,
like,
and that's why you find the person that fits for you. So
Okay,
yeah,
you get what she's saying if she meant what she's saying.
That's a fact,
right? Because we know the manifestation of this ideology, the goalposts move depending on how she feels that day. Right. So now your hobby is cool until she want to spend time. No, I'm just telling them what you mean. That's all.
That's not what I mean. Let me talk
my shit. You can talk yours. Right? Because then football too much when she think it's too much.
Yeah.
And then what you doing all up under me when she want her time. Right? So this so-called balance is really only balance that they can manipulate it as they see fit.
That's a fact.
That's what I meant. That's what I was trying to say.
Football could be too much. Football could be too much. You shouldn't leave your wedding to play a football game. You shouldn't leave the hospital when your wife is giving birth to play a football game. That's an extremity. Like that's taking it too far. Yes, you should be able to go play games. Yes, I would love to go and support you. I'll wear the jersey. I'll make the sandwiches. I'll cut the oranges. I'll run the Tiger Bomb. But yeah, you probably shouldn't leave when I'm 9 centimeters dilated. That's probably not a good choice.
Is it y'all first kid?
Championship game though?
Huh?
Was it like a championship game?
There's always a championship game when you date winners. There's always
Okay,
championship games
but
when you
isn't
date
that
winners.
part?
So I
So
mean, he's
isn't
a
that part
winner.
of the
I'm not
sacrifice?
saying that he's not a scrub. He's a winner. So therefore, there's
Well,
always
then you know what
championship.
it is to date a winner, and dating a winner means he's not going to be there when you are non because he's a
No,
winner.
that's not. I mean, no, that's not how that works. It's not how it works for me. So yeah, if you get a
What it
woman
takes.
that's okay with that, they can that's good for them. I, you could do. You know what?
Was
He
he
could play all the today. He could play as many games as he wants. You know why? Because I left. You play as many
was he
games as
like
you
that when
want.
you was he like that when you first met him?
Yes.
Did you
No,
meet
Yes,
him
he,
like that?
he was
Yes.
a
no.
winner when she met him.
Because
Yeah.
he was a winner when
No,
you met him.
no.
He
Don't
wasn't a
Because you
speak
winner
for
know,
when
me.
she met him.
Don't.
because you know what it takes to be a winner.
Wait, hold on. Just before, and I'm happy to answer all questions because I love that you all are so interested. But is this the Slim Show?
Absolutely.
Is this the
This
Slim
is the
Show?
opening. This is the opening
Oh,
segment.
I love I'm happy to answer all questions one at a time. One at
So
a time,
is
please.
this y'all? Was that y'all first child?
No, we have 4 children together.
Okay, so listen. So I'm tired of it because I stayed home. I stayed home to do a show when my wife had my third child. Like because like after the first time, like really all the glory is gone. Like I've been here before, been there, done that, heard the screams. She gonna get up and go to the bathroom. Oh, my stomach. She gonna bounce on the ball a couple times and then she gonna have a baby. I don't need to see that 3 times to be a good father.
And you
You
don't have to
don't.
have that many kids either.
We don't. But like kid
See,
number
you
4.
got to play all the episodes. Like I'm not going to keep reliving the story. So, and I understand that you're new into the story that's been told several times, which is why I was brought here. But yeah, like we don't have to have the kids. But don't ask for kids and don't want to be there to be because like one thing about me, like I'll make you a single dad.
But he's there. He just wasn't there.
Yeah, no, but
Like
yeah, so you got to like we have to split the stuff that we don't want to do, right? Like I don't want to be here having a kid, neither do you. I like to be at the game too. I have fun with the wives. I don't want to be here, but guess what? I have to give birth. So guess what? We both have to suffer. It's
so
equal
listen,
suffering.
and he didn't want to see, he didn't want to be there watching you cry and bleed out. You know what I'm saying? Like no dudes and no man.
I didn't want to be
enjoy.
there either. I didn't want to be there either, but here I
So
am.
the reason why I didn't want to be there because I don't enjoy not being able to help my wife when she needs help the most. It make me paralyzed as a man. I'm just sitting
Yeah.
here, and I could have been making money that the baby also was gonna need.
Yeah, and I
So,
didn't enjoy pushing a 9-pound baby out of my vagina, but here we are. Like,
but
you know, we don't enjoy a lot of things, but you know, it happens. It
you
happens.
heard that?
And but you know what? And that's where the support comes in. And it's fine. And you're right. Everybody has choice. You make choices. You make one choice, you make 2 choices. And once you make 37 choices, then you leave. And that's fine. And everybody goes on about their life. And then you go find your next partner, the partner that fits what you're looking for. And it's found. Like
Anytime. So listen, I know the choice is yours, but there's a sound you have to get familiar with when it comes to kids. Okay, it sounds like this.
you tell him, wait, do you have children, sir?
You hear that? That right there is what you call a dirt
That's
bag.
that's the sound that could have happened if you would have just said that you didn't want kids. That's the sound that you're hearing.
It's
Like,
not that I don't want kids. It's just I don't want you disturbing what I do with the kids.
right, me either. I don't want to be disturbed with kids either, because I also like to have fun. So I also like to have a hobby. I also like to make money and do all the other things that you expressed. But if we're going to come into this agreement together as a unit, we're going to handle this as a unit. If we're not, that's fine. I can make you a single dad.
What do you mean as a unit and like as a partnership?
Yeah, that's usually yes.
Oh,
That's usually
see now,
what you-
absolutely, no ma'am, no ma'am. You
Did you know these behaviors and habits before y'all had kids?
What behaviors or habits or what? We grew into each other because this is a
The
relationship from 15 to 37. So we're not talking about, you know, I met this person at 36. My story is very unique, most probably different from most of you on here. So this is a high school love affair that lasted long for a good amount of time, right? So we're talking about children that grew into adulthood. So there was many different levels and evolutions and different stages of who we both were. So yeah, who he was at 17 wasn't who he was at 25. Who he was at 25 wasn't who he was at 33, because there was a lot of growth and during that time. So no, I'm not a person that got married at 33 and then at 36 decided this wasn't the man.
No.
That changes. And unless you
Yeah.
had that experience, there's not really anything that you could tell me about it.
Okay, so my question would be, before you had kids, whatever y'all grew up, y'all got together in high school, grew up, the time to have kids came, whatever situation that made him busy. My two questions: did it make money, and did you know this before y'all had kids? Whatever the busyness was,
No, playing
whatever
football
took him
doesn't
away
make
from the
money. It's
crib.
you spend money because you just travel. It's a hobby. And there's nothing wrong with hobbies. It has nothing to do with money. Financial wasn't the issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the financial standpoint wasn't the issue, right? And
Damn.
and football wasn't the issue. I it's crazy because now I love football. I went to a football game on a work week on 8 o'clock last Thursday. I was at the Patriots game. So like something that I used to hate, I enjoy because no longer I'm not forced into it, right? But I grew a love for the game.
It's
It's just not the center of my life anymore. And so I get
Yeah.
to enjoy it at my leisure.
Was he one of them D1 athletes that got hurt in college and never went pro?
No, he was probably an athlete that gave up his career to have a family.
What? Like he would have went pro if it weren't for you?
No, there's no pro. There's no pro.
Okay, well, yeah,
But
I get it.
yeah,
To
there's
me,
no pro, but
I'm with you
maybe
then.
like you
That's
never know
lame.
what the where things could have
Yeah,
landed if you just don't know, right?
yeah. I get
You
it.
leave
That's
let me
college,
lame.
you sell
let
your
me do
chain,
this.
you leave college, you buy the girl that you love a wedding ring, you get married, and you choose your family. And that's, there's that. But then you still have a love for a game. You have family, you do this, you do that, and that's fine.
Oh,
Our
man.
family
Yeah, the
is
nigga
good,
wasn't
and there's
going
nothing
pro.
wrong
Yeah.
with playing the game, but it can't be
He was never gonna get to
unless you
college. I get
unless
it.
you know the extremities, which is why Hemp is not saying anything. There's regular football players, and then there's what I have.
Wow.
There's regular, and then there's. But
I
next
mean,
topic.
I had one other question. That was it. I just have because I'm in a long term relationship too.
All right, so real quick, Alan, did you have anything on this?
No, all I'm gonna say is because I can't speak to her situation specifically because I don't know her. I don't know her situation. I think
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is I think part of the dysfunction between like men and women is like our expectations of each other. I think are incongruent, right? Like I think what a lot of women expect from men is something that they should be used to from other women, like being multiple conflicting things simultaneously. But the reality is like most men tend to be very myopic, right? Like the dude who is super family oriented might not necessarily be the guy making a bunch of money. The dude making a bunch of money, ambitious, might not be the guy who's super family oriented. So I feel like what I'm really interested in this conversation is kind of bridging that gap of understanding. So like men aren't expecting women who play 2K with them, and women aren't expecting men who get their nails done with them. But I mean, I think a lot of young people these days are uninspired by relationships because of some of these incongruent expectations.